Hi guys, welcome back. This video is going to be about my Tarte blushes. So I wanted to do some swatches for you and tell you a little bit about them. The first one I'm going to show you is actually a deluxe size sample, so I don't know the price of this. It's actually, it came in a little set, so if you can tell it's smaller than the full size. So I don't know the price of this. This is the color Magic. This is the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Magic. Did a little swatcheroo for you. Let me change that up for you. And here it is. Very bright, intense pink. And I really like this color. It just, you know, it depends on the day, like what I'm going for. But I really like it for when I want a rosy cheek. It's very pretty. Alright, this next one is the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Adored. One thing I really love about these blushes is they are 12-hour wear. Like, for real, legit, they last 12 hours. I don't know any other blushes that last this long, except for like the In-Stain blushes by The Balm. These ones, they do last as long as well, but every other blush I have, well, maybe the benefit, I don't know. Well, we'll get on to that. This is Adored. So I love that the packaging always matches the outside of the packaging matches the product color on the inside. And so this is Adored. It is a cool tone pink with shimmer. And I love that because the case is actually that color pink with a shimmer in it. And so you really get a good idea when you're looking in your collection. You're like, oh gosh, which one? It's not like when I'm looking at, say, my Becca blushes, for example. Like, I can't tell which one it is, so I end up going out, taking each one out, flipping it over, reading the name. And these Tarte ones are not like that, so that's great. The next color I'm going to show you is Amused. And this one is a really pretty pink as well. The three I showed you just now are kind of similar, actually. There's Amused by my pinky. I like it though. It's a matte formula, very silky. When you first use these, first of all, they have this cute Tarte, like, I would say embossed, I guess you could say, thing in there of their logo. High Performance Naturals. But then, like, they feel hard when you first get them and you're like, oh, no product's coming out. And then all of a sudden you get down past, like, the firm, I don't know if you call it an overspray, but like a firm texture. After that first layer, they're really nicely pigmented. That was my first reaction when I got them. I was like, people are always talking about these Tarte blushes, and psh, they're not pigmented. Just getting a makeup wipe. I want to make sure my swatching finger doesn't, you know, change the color of the next blush. This is the color I'm wearing right now. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Blissful. And this is like a peachy coral color. And I like this one. It is probably the firmest of their blushes that I have. Like, I have to work to get a little bit of pigment out of it. But I don't mind that because it's such a bright color that you really don't want a ton of pigment. You know what I mean? Like, if it was a neutral color, maybe, but okay, here's Blissful right there. So it's, you see how next to these other ones, this one is more orange. It leans more on the warmer pink side, like a coral or a peachy color. Okay, the next two are pretty similar. They are Exposed and Dazzled. So you can kind of see they're very similar, but Dazzled has shimmer and Exposed does not. So this is Exposed. I'm going to start on the other hand. Now this one is like got a cult following. If you don't know what blush to wear and you're like trying to get out the door fast in the morning and you don't know what matches your look and you don't know what lipstick you're wearing yet and you're just like, I don't know, girl, go with this one. Exposed is like a neutral tone blush. It goes with everything. You won't regret buying it. Like, I feel like out of all my Tarte blushes, that's probably my favorite, and it goes with everything. It really does. Okay, here's Dazzled. I don't know if you can tell in the pan, but it's got some shimmer. Can you tell? I think you can tell. Okay. I really like this one too, and I'm going to put it next to the one I just showed you, Exposed, so you can see how similar they really are. So this is Exposed, and this one is Dazzled. So they're very similar, but Dazzled just has a hint of shimmer. I don't think you're even seeing it on camera. But, and then the last one is this Amazonian Clay 12 Hour Blush in Fearless. And I really like Fearless too. It's just a very pretty bubblegum pink. Like, I don't know how else to explain it, but bubblegum pink. Bam. And you can tell next to these two that are slightly warmer, this one comes off very cool toned. I also have one that came in the Tarte Amazonian Clay, what is it? Rainforest After Dark palette, and the Park Avenue Princess bronzer came in there as well. I don't have that on me. It's actually downstairs for some reason, I don't know. But those are my Tarte blushes. If I had to recommend one formula of this price point, I really like the Tarte blushes. MAC blushes are great and they're cheaper, but if you really want to try a Tarte blush, I would go with Exposed. You won't regret it, honestly. Like, it's a really good neutral everyday blush. And I have been wearing this Exposed blush, Dallas blush by Benefit. They're very similar. And the NARS Deucer blush. Like these three a lot lately. And they're very similar. And I just feel like you're not going to go wrong. Like, you don't end up ever looking like a clown when you wear that color. And you really just can't go wrong. So, that is it for my Tarte blushes. I highly recommend them. I believe they're $26 available at Sephora as well as on Tarte's website. They often have 20% off codes, so if I can find one of those, I'll list it below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. I really recommend these blushes. Great quality, and they do last. Thanks for watching. Bye.